Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to Planet Zoo in the Kanga-Zoo, as demonstrated by this amazing Kangaroo right over here. We're having a good time building this thing out. We just finished up a fair bit more research. If we actually take a look at our cassowaries and stuff, we now have a fair bit more that we've learned about them, including how to give them some food enrichment, finally. Forage boxes, slow feeders, those kinds of things, so we'll get to that. But we're making pretty good progress here, actually. Not too much more to go on the dingoes, only one more to go here with the cassowaries. Then we can focus our efforts on the koalas and so on, and possibly stave off some diseases. And by the way, these look like they're all from Plague Inc., don't they? Yeah, they kind of do. Then we can focus all of our efforts on trying to work on some kangaroos. Yes, I think it is about time for us to be putting together the Grand Red Kangaroo exhibit of legend. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, but first things first, let's take care of the animals that we've currently got. Give them a big load of enrichment and food. They should love that, right? Let's take a look at your welfare. Now up to 93%. Yeah, not half bad. If anything, you might want to have just a little bit extra toys, and I can arrange that. Why don't you take yourself another little ball or something? How's that? 100%? Boom. All right, these guys are looking pretty good. What else did we learn about the dingo? So we got a couple more levels of that as well. You guys like bubble machines, and also a water pool and a piñata? You like a piñata? Oh, okay. Well, we can give you some piñatas. Hang on, let's go to sort by species over here and find ourselves some dingoes. Bubble machine, huh? How about one oh, that's obstructed. Okay, how about one right there? Yeah, there you go. And a water pool. It's not too big, but we'll place it down over here-ish, I think, so that people can watch you guys having a little bit of funsies. And a piñata, huh? All right, piñata right up here in the middle. It actually looks like a piñata zebra. Are we trying to teach these guys to kill zebras if we ever bring them along? Sure as heck seems that way, but all right. So you guys should be feeling super enriched now. Yes, indeed, they're feeling pretty darn good. All right, so that leaves only the koalas. How do the koalas feel about their situation right now? Pretty good. Would like a little bit more food enrichment, but I don't think we found anything else beyond the eucalyptus that I've already got, and that's actually the only one we're going to get. Oh. Good to know. So we may have to place down a third one of these? Possibly. I mean, if they're not happy with more eucalyptus, then there's really nothing else I can do about it, which would suck because that would mean that it's literally impossible to get them up to 100% in their happiness. But there's got to be a way, right? So we place down another one of those guys right along over there. And where are you? There you are. And nope, that did it. All right, we should just place down 3 from the beginning. So these guys are up to 96% welfare. Awesome! Every one of my creatures is feeling nice and happy about their situation in life. That's great. All right, let's start planning out a kangaroo exhibit. Look, if we're going to do this, I think we do it right. We're going to start by setting up some real big paths up over here. Then we're going to let it narrow down a little bit and continue forward a little longer and then get onto some stairs, kind of like this. And I think I hit, is it J or is it U? No, there's different... that's not it. There's some different keys you hit in order to try and raise things up and down for your pathing, and I always forget what it is. There we go. It's U. Okay, so we place down a couple of paths up kind of like this, maybe a third one there. Then we bring it back down to level. And now, what we're going to do is create kind of a giant overlook for the kangaroos. So I'm going to give these guys a real big field, all right? Real big field, but I wouldn't mind kind of wrapping this around a little bit too if I could. Is that possible, or is it better just to go, you know what, maybe we just do kind of a loop. We'll do a little bit of a loopsie. So we'll do this, and then we'll kind of open you up a little bit in length, and do this. Yeah. Big honkin' overloop. You know, like those things you get if you go to look at a big canyon or something? Yeah, something kind of like that. This is not going to be a perfect circle. I know it. You know it. I say we just accept it at this point because there's only so much I'm going to be able to do. No, it really hurts my heart. Is there a way I can figure this out? Hang on. You know what? Close enough. Close enough. I think that'll do. And I'll build a big honkin' exhibit right around this. So let's go to some barriers. And I am still going to use the red brick because at this point I feel like we might as well continue using what we've been doing. Unless there's something here I think would be better, but I'm inclined to think probably not glass. Ooh, guest gates. We could have guests walk into the exhibit. No, that's a terrible idea. Roos are somewhat aggressive, if I understand correctly. So yeah, not doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and start building this out. There we go. It's not quite perfect, but doing this all just eyeballing it can be a little bit tricky. But this is going to be a big honking kangaroo pen with an optimal view at every angle. No one can miss the roos. Okay, with a gate set up over here, let's go ahead and go to animal trading and see what we can find. Now, we need to make sure we get the right grouping of kangaroos, because obviously, if there are too many dominant males going on there, all that kangaroo testosterone, there might be a lot of fighting going on here, and I'm pretty sure there's only supposed to be one true alpha male. Let's see, not of concern at all. I'm honestly amazed such an odd-looking creature is so prevalent. Anyway, all right, so these guys do like deserts and grasslands. They do need to have up to 9, yeah, they need to have about 10-foot tall fences to make sure these guys don't get out. Oh, wow, okay, our fences currently aren't high enough for that, which means our kangaroos could escape, so we're going to have to fix that. But on top of that, we do see that they need to have at least 1 male and up to 9 females. 1 dominant male per group. Now, that isn't to say that when you have some young child kangaroos that there can't be other males, just once they come to mating adulthood, they're going to fight each other, and I don't want to have any of that going on there. We did actually unlock a lot of different enrichments here already, apparently. Well, that's pretty sweet. Now, we do need to raise up this barrier. If we go to... let's see. Can I select the entire group? There should be a way to do that. Hang on. Here it is. This little symbol right here should select all of the walls. Then we go here and we start raising it up. 11 feet. Problem. Our pathing gets in the way. Oh, didn't see that one coming, did we? There we go. Sort of works. Don't mind the pathing. It's just, for some reason, it's just the grids are locking in a weird kind of way. But all right, that should be probably good enough. Anyway, where were we? All right, we were trying to buy some more roos. The good news is kangaroos are, like, shockingly cheap. Like, really, no problem at all. These guys are apparently really common. So we're going to go ahead and get Yaramundi, who has some pretty good interest associated, as well as Adilia. Okay, this one's also fairly exciting, and the other female we can get. So just the 3 kangaroos for now, but that's going to have to do. I know I keep calling them roos. Is that, like, offensive or anything? Me and my pathetic Americanness calling them roos, does that upset you, Aussies? I really hope not, because I'm saying it with the utmost respect here, or at least I'm trying to. I really would love to go and see the Australian wildlife sometime. My dad's been there, and he's told me some really fun and fascinating stories about the experiences he's had when he went to Australia as a young adult. So, kind of want to live in those that footsteps there. That'd be pretty fun. Anyway, all right. So these paths are all messed up. I got to fix that. But in the meantime, the kangaroos are on the way. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things along. Another dingo's about to die of old age. That is highly unfortunate. And it's dead. Man, when they say that dingo's about to die, they're not kidding. It's literally about to die. We're losing a couple of dingoes all of a sudden. Eesh. All right, but at least the kangaroos are on the way. Drop them off. Sup, buddy? Joey, how you doing there? Oh, look at you. They're actually kind of glorious animals, even if they are terrifying and, frankly, kind of mean-spirited like half the things down there. Okay, so let's take a look at that terrain. You're actually... No, you don't want any shelter? You're happy with this much long grass? You can't tell me you're seriously happy with the terrain as is. I did nothing. But this apparently is the perfect environment for a kangaroo. Oh. Well, that's sort of weird and exciting, I guess. Okay. Would you at least like some toys? I assume you would. Here, how about a colorful ball over there, and a small ball over here, and another ball here, and maybe a sprinkler off in this direction if you feel like cooling off. Is that good? Does that make you feel happier as far as your enrichment? Yeah, your toy enrichment's already met. Now it's just a matter of getting your food enrichment. Do we even have any of that already unlocked? Nah, I haven't managed to pull that one off yet, but still. Okay, let's get some of the other basics down. I kind of assumed you guys were going to want to at least have a shelter. Freaking heck, these guys are easy to deal with. Well, maybe he won't be too mad if I just go ahead and kind of adjust some of the terrain a little bit anyway, just to add a little texture and interest, if nothing else, because good lord, we got nothing. So much boring, tall grass in every possible which way. How about a little bit of short grass or something at least, you know? Give me a little bit of difference and variety, a little biodiversity in this biome. Could also try placing down a little bit of fauna. Maybe a few little turkey bushes or something off over this direction. I don't know. Work with me, guys. I'm trying to make this place look nice for you. What do you mean dangerous animal has escaped? Because I just saw that all the kangaroos have already escaped. I don't know how they did it. The people seem to be running away. How have you escaped exactly? Pray tell how this is possible. Seems to me like you're fine and you are an animal. Oh, these are dingoes. The dingoes died. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and call the vet. And Layla, it's acting as if it's still alive, even though is apparently dead. Okay, so we'll call the vet for both of those. Everyone's running for their lives as if the kangaroos have escaped. But as far as I can tell, nobody actually has escaped and they're fine. So that's going to hurt my ratings pretty badly, but I'm not really sure why. Okay, does that seem a little bit better? I added a little bit of hills and stuff here and there just for a little bit of extra terrain variation. Also, this nice little water source right in the middle here. I don't expect, like, you know, the kangaroos are going to make much use of it or anything, but it gives me an excuse to place down some reeds without looking totally out of place. It's sort of okay. Diseased animal discovered. Oh, no! No! Our only good male has incubating MRSA. Oh, that doesn't seem great at all, does it? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, hopefully we don't lose our only male kangaroo already. Did I almost say kangaroo? Amazing. That would be extremely unfortunate. Yes, extremely. We'll make sure you put out a couple of little do not feed signs. Not that I expect anyone's going to do anything like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully not. Well, either way, but that seems perfectly okay. All right, so this place seems nice. So the vet, you're on the way, right? Because that's what I was told was happening. The vet was on the way. Let's go to the zoo and actually check the staff real quick and just sort of see what's happening. Vendors, vets, no work zone. Where are you? I don't know where you are. We're just going to go to the exhibit real quick and call for a vet ASAP. Let's call that guy in there and get him into quarantine so he doesn't infect all the other kangaroos, and also, you know, gives me a chance to get them nice and cured. Okay, so that's going to have to be good enough for the moment. Everyone else still doing all right down here? Whoa, what the frick is this? What is this? No, wait, really though? What is this? And how do I get rid of it? Ew, good lord, what on earth is that? Well, we've learned a little bit about the kangaroos. Not necessarily how to heal them, but we have learned a little something there. So, did we learn anything about what kind of things I can do to give you some food enrichment? Because we all know you could really use some of that going right about now. Let's see. Nope, completely locked still. Great, but we did learn about herbivore pellets. If you'd like to have that, that'd be fun. Here's a fun fact. Red kangaroos often live in the desert areas of Australia and as such can withstand temperatures up to 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that is pretty toasty. I'm not going to lie. That almost matches what I had to live in when I lived in Arizona. All right, the Australian theme has been fully researched. Lovely. What else do we want to research? Let's see. Shelters and climbing, habitats, souvenir shops. Ooh, souvenir shops. I want to learn how to make these. That sounds good. Also, maybe some power. Let's see if we can learn how to make some, let's see if we can learn how to make some solar panels or something like that. That would be better. And by the way, it sure as heck looks like our kangaroo here is doing just fine now. No disease as far as I can tell. Dangerous fighting due to overcrowding with the southern cassowaries. Uh-oh. It's because one of our little babies just came of maturity. 21 years old. That is a pretty old cassowary. This one's only 3.3 years old. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to have to release you into the wild, I'm afraid. Much as I'd like to keep you around, if it's going to lead to overcrowding and fighting and stuff, it's probably worth sending you out of here. Only 23 points. Fine. We're going to send you off anyway. You've been traded out of the zoo. Guys, stop fighting each other. You're the mating pair that like each other. There we go. Overcrowding's done. Good. Animal died. Oh, another dingo. Gosh dang it. Oh, wow. We already have some joeys on the way. What do you know? You know, I'm curious. Is this game actually going to let the joeys go into the pouch? Is that a thing in this? Because that would be really cool if so. Like, as a little detail? Also, I just think it's really fun watching these guys hop around. Giant hoppy marsupials. They're fun. Oop, Tarny the kangaroo is about to have some offspring, apparently. Just follow this kangaroo around a little bit. Decided to go and sniff some herbs. Yep, very good for the birthing process, I would assume. I mean, when the game says, oh, wait, I see little tiny babies running around. Are you about to give birth, then? Can we witness the miracle of birth in the game, or is this it? This has already happened and I missed it. It's possible. Doesn't look like the joeys get into the pouch. I could be wrong. Maybe it will happen later. Sure as heck doesn't look like it does, though. Well, okay. Little bit of a missed opportunity, but at the same time, I guess I can understand it. That'd be a little difficult to animate successfully every time, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. It's kind of fun just to watch, like, the interactions between the animals and stuff. Like, they'll go around and they'll bounce around and they'll play with the balls and stuff, and then they just kind of nuzzle each other randomly and stuff, and I don't know. Maybe that's why that one's now expecting offspring, but it's really cool to watch as they go. Like, he's going for the ball. There it is. He's going to smack right into the thing. He's going to get in position. He's going to smack it some more. And off it goes. It's just fun. It's fun to watch. Like, the amount of attention given to each of these different animals. Watching their anatomy work exactly as it ought to. Really cool stuff. The only thing this guy ought to do is kick it. He should be kickboxing more. By the way, I haven't really been paying attention and money and everything, but apparently we're sitting at about $77,000. Apparently just making some animals really happy goes a long way, and I didn't even realize I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, we do have souvenir shops and stuff ready to go. Let's go ahead and add that in. Guest facility and just a memento. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to add it to the group. We're going to rotate it around like this. Perfect. And that, hello, comes with the person pre-built in, by the way, if you didn't know. That should open up a whole bunch of new souvenirs that we'll be able to use to make even more money that I totally don't need at this point. Well, according to our inspector, we have some exceptionally good habitats across the board, but we're still lacking a little bit in education. I can't say I really understand how that's possible, given that I've got extremely good research on pretty much all of the creatures, plus their education boards and speakers everywhere. How people are walking into the zoo and coming out without learning something is a mystery, but alright, we'll save that for another time. Let's go to facilities and maybe set up some more small animals and such. We could actually place down a nice large exhibit right along over here. And I don't think that's half a bad idea. It kind of draws some more attention in this direction. Leaves me a little bit of space to continue beautifying if we so desire. And let's be honest, I usually do. And then if we set up, let's say, going off of this direction a little bit, we can have some more pathing. That kind of circles back around like that. And then let's see, we'll do this. That doesn't quite work though, hang on. Reduce the width. That. Would have been nice having this been done a little bit differently, but okay, we'll work with that. So, one of the reasons I want to place some of these down is we're actually finishing up pretty much all of my research at this point. We are looking really, really good, and I'd be happy to go ahead and start getting rid of some diseases preemptively, or we could just go ahead and enable a bunch of different exhibits over here. What about the Western Diamondback? Ooh, I know this guy. This guy's fun. It's not exactly appropriate for, you know, an Australian zoo, but we kind of are running out of things we could place in there, right? So we'll go ahead and send you guys off to this exhibit, and we'll have a little Western Diamondback action. That seems pretty fun. I've actually seen Diamondbacks in the wild. They are kind of scary. What about, let's say the Titan Beetle? Yes, let's send a couple of Titan Beetles. Maybe one male and one female. I don't know. Probably is fine. We'll adopt... Wait, what did I already send over here? A male. Let's go ahead and send a female as well. We'll just go ahead and do that there. And what else do we want? We could get some frogs. We get some more lizards. We could get, what else do we want? Gila monsters. Maybe a giant burrowing cockroach. Maybe. What is this? Eastern brown snakes. Common death adder. Death adders. Where are these guys from? Remind me. They are from Oceania. Hey! We actually found something I can do that's still Australian and has death in the name, which is even better. Okay, 4 nice-looking exhibits over here, but I don't want to be able to see through all of them, so we're going to have to go ahead and get ready to close off some of these, like so. Let's go ahead and do the 3D facades. What's the reason to do a 2D facade? Is there ever a reason? Because the 3D ones just generally look a lot better. I mean, you have to admit, that adds a whole new level of texture, which I can appreciate. There we go. Now, doesn't that just look a whole lot nicer? Okay, let's see. Giant burrowing cockroaches. Want it to be just a smidge warmer in here, which seems fine. You guys, Mr. Diamondback, it's a little bit too arid for you. Totally understand. Oh, sorry, too humid. There we go. Sorry, too humid for you. Totally get how that works. When I moved to Virginia, I also struggled with the humidity. It's the worst. Dry heat, you know, I can handle 110 degrees Fahrenheit. But when it's humid, it's just the worst. It's the actual worst. Okay, that should pretty much set these guys up. Done. Easy. Oh, we've increased our conservation rating to 1 star. What does that mean exactly? Couldn't really tell you, but either way, we're doing just fine as far as breeding out the kangaroos. They seem to be doing really, really well. Lots of baby joeys all over the place. We're actually getting lots of free beetles and stuff. Apparently the Titan beetles breed really rapidly. Had no idea. And, of course, the extra little bit of decoration here and there is certainly doing nice. Habitat has damaged barriers. Well, certainly cannot allow damaged barriers to remain around the kangaroos. That would just be a disaster. Fortunately, by staying in one place and putting a load of extra speckle on the walls, we'll be able to repair it from here. So it's not going to be too hard for us to do. In the meantime, I'm just trying to research a little bit of extra enrichment for each of these individual creatures, just to make sure that we are getting a little bit of extra welfare for these small exhibit critters. After this, I think there is one more thing that we can place down that seems very appropriate for our Australian-based zoo, and I'm basing that around Steve Irvine. What is he called? Oh, right, the crocodile hunter? Well, we should probably place down a crocodile exhibit, right? I mean, how could I not? Oh, no, Alice. One of my koalas died. Oh. Well, that sucks. Oh, well. We'll have to get a replacement, won't we? Yep. Protesters have arrived at my zoo. Oh, come on. They're protesting Koa? Why is Koa so upset? Koa, what's going on with you? You're hungry? You have no nutrition. None. Okay, we're gonna call a keeper in because clearly we're not feeding these animals nearly enough. Might be because we're having a few too many, oh yeah, low welfare in a lot of places. What is going on? Okay, we don't have enough keepers. Straight up, we obviously do not have enough keepers. Let's go ahead and hire up a couple more. At the very least, make sure that they're getting around and feeding everybody, because clearly we're struggling. Get in there, quickly, get some food. Feed the freaking kangaroos, the protesters are coming. Pete is coming for me, help. What the heck are these even supposed to say? Fella moop, you got giraffes and tigers. I don't even have any giraffes and tigers. What are you all doing over here? Get the heck out. Oh my gosh, so many animals have low welfare. What the heck is going on with you people? Social health. Oh, there are way too many beetles in here all of a sudden. Little did I know that they were going to be breeding like freaking oh my gosh, I started with 2! I started with 2! Okay. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to have to remove a bunch of these somehow. Send them to storage in the trade center. It's fine, it's fine. I don't need these beetles anyway. We're just going to release all these guys into the wild. I'll just rake in whatever tiny bits of points I can. I'm sure it's completely fine. Get the heck out of here, all you stupid beetles! Well, at least we did manage to increase the zoo's reputation up to 2 stars. That's certainly quite nice. I'm a little concerned about inbreeding with our kangaroos. I think I saw a little pop-up about that very briefly in there, and they're all like, oh, some inbreeding's about to occur. You know what we probably want to do is periodically just get rid of a handful of kangaroos. You know, properly cull the field a little bit, especially the young ones. And then just replace, you know, just buy a few new kangaroos. Just replace them. Get a little bit more genetic diversity in the exhibit. That's probably a good idea. Okay, I did say that I wanted to set down some saltwater crocodiles, right? That is basically what I said I want to do. So let's go and look for them. I'm not seeing any available at the moment. All right, never mind. Looks like we're going to have to wait on some crocodiles. Maybe that's a sign that this is actually a good place to be ending this video. So with the kangaroo exhibit, things seem to be looking pretty good, but I am pretty sure we have a few more kangaroos than I really know what to do with at this point. We've got, it looks like 12 kangaroos in there. Yeah, that's about as many as we can handle, and as they come to adulthood, inbreeding will create some fertility and genetic issues, no doubt about it, and that's going to reduce my conservation points when I do send them into the wild, so we'll want to fix that sooner rather than later. But I think we've more or less got a lot of our animal welfare figured out now that I got some more staff. That solved the problem. We're still sitting on over $100,000. No problem whatsoever. My business sense has barely been challenged this run, but apparently taking care of animals and not neglecting them, that is where I seem to struggle a little bit. All right, well, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.